そ親の胴元独り占めのはずだったのに。
Hello, people, gamers. Welcome back to some more Higurashi Miotsukushi, I think the name is. I don't know, man. Last episode was just, crazy club fun, which was super fun because, it's been a while since we just had a nice, wholesome, fun club scene. I think there were similar scenes to that in like the Natsumi slash Tomoe trilogy kind of had some of that. Well, specifically, Natsumi and her friends, but it's nice to have like the whole gang here, even like the gang, post or Minaduroshi and up sort of with the friendly Shion. Bid sis. I think I called her mommy Shion last time to Satoto. Yeah, it's just a good time. We had zero bad vibes. We didn't even see Rika, who's probably like, well, where the fuck is my girl Han you at? But yeah, let's just continue. We're continuing right after no one won the bet because Mion didn't have an option. That's like after 10 minutes. That's just like an overtime thing, so unlucky. Mion dejectedly returned to her seat and began shoveling meatballs into her mouth. She did not hit a bid. A little demon. She's a little demon. Even Rena had mixed feelings on her face, looking astonished and wearing a bitter smile.
Mion, さすがにいくらなんでもやりすぎだろう。
What? Oh, I'm confused. I thought they were admonishing her about the bookie stuff, but I guess it's her working with Satoto to get Chie involved.
いいの。
We'll see.
サトコだって部活メンバーなんだからさ、これくらいの試練は書いてみせないとね。
Just the betting. Okay, it is the betting. That's fine. Who cares, dude? Let Mion make her bread.
シオンに関してはもっと論外。これくらい平気だって。
Yeah, Shion's a little cocky. She needs to get put down a peg every once in a while. Keep her in line,
おねえ、あんたにいつか天罰が下ることを祈ってますから。
She never does, cause Mion's goaded. Shion flashed a resentful glare while passing Satoto a napkin. Since Satoto was on the verge of tears just a moment ago, Rena offered her a meatball out of respect for her fiery passion and to say sorry about the squash lunch fiasco. She ended up liking the squash, though, a bit. There was a content smile on her face as she rubbed her stomach. Well, one way or another, I think they're a good combination. It was surprising to say the least, but nobody would doubt that they were actually sisters.
でもまあ、シオンが加わると賑やかでいいよな。いっそのこと、正式にこっちに転校してこいよ。
A little sprinkle of Shion here and there is pretty good. I don't know if we can handle Shion every day.
そうしたいのは山々ですけど、さすがにばあさんが許してくれませんよ。
ご勘弁ですわ。たまにでも来るたびに大騒動ですのに、毎日毎日さすがに体が持ちませんことよ。
As per usual, base Satoto, even though she's just saying that, I'm sure she wants Shion to come every day.
明日はアスパラガス弁当で行きましょうか。
What do I think of asparagus? I think I've grown to like asparagus more as I grow up. I do prefer it on the softer side than the undercooked side. You can't eat asparagus raw. That shit's probably disgusting. Yeah, it's alright. It's alright. I think squash is obviously better because in general root vegetables just taste better than normal vegetables. Besides beets. All my homies hate beets. Well, I don't know if that's true. I think most people I know like beets. I just hate beets.
もちろん生で、マヨネーズだけで。
This is why Shion's the worst girl. Who the fuck eats raw asparagus? I mean, I guess that is a thing. Like, I know there's crunchy asparagus where you kind of undercook it, and then there's the more, like, softer asparagus when you... I don't even know if it's overcooked, just boil it properly. Raw with mayonnaise? Some psycho shit. Save her! Save her!
レナさん、シオンさんがいじめますのよ。
Oh man.
さとこちゃんの泣き顔かわいい。大丈夫だよ、レナが。
あら、こんなところにチケットが。
Ooh. Oh yeah, by the way, I think I know, sorry, we're kind of snubbing this arc of it. Did I keep replacing it with other stuff? Just, it's not because I don't love this game. I actually do love it, and I'm still recording this, even though stuff might come out on the same day. It's just, you know, balancing the viewership. It's the lowest viewership right now. I think next Thursday will be episode 4 of Welcome to Hinamizawa, where I interview my good old online friend Jack on his reading of Himitsubushi. So if you want to check me interviewing a new Higurashi player on Himitsubushi, you can check that out on Thursday. The VOD should be up. And, you know, since it's Himitsubushi, I would go over all the other 3 arcs before, you know, since it's the final question arc. And you can check out Jack's stream on kit.com/volracer. Surely one day he will upload it to YouTube. Copium.
デザートフェスタの招待券。
Hold on. Wait a minute, Shion. She just redeemed herself? Bro, didn't she already give them to Tomita and Okamura? How much does she... Can she just give out an unlimited amount? Swoosh?
お姉さんの言うことは聞いた方がいいよ。
No. Rena, where's your mental? Oh, that was a fast change of heart. And she already has the tickets in hand? Wow, has Shion already figured out how to tame Rena? It only works for like a certain period of the year though. That shit's not an all year round thing, so.
今日でございますわよ。
I agree, that was a little snaky, Rena.
物で人の関心を買おうなどと。
Snaky on Shion, but it's also snaky on Rena. Don't worry, Satoko. If I was there, I would never sell you out for unlimited dessert.
ルーズドッグの声が心地いいですね。
Okay, that was a good one.
シオンさんは応募ですか。
No, that was kind of funny.
いいか、あなたも何とか言ってください
Please,
ま
Rika,
し。
you have been absent the whole last episode. Finally time for you to shine again. Huh? Huh? Maybe she's looking sad. Sad 'cause no Hanyu.
あ、
Made sense. Indeed, it was a lively, bustling lunch break. And on top of that, we had fun playing and competing seriously in our club activities. Normally, there would be one more slightly meek person in here with us. But for the past week, she wasn't there. Okay, that made some more sense. She's just at home. No! A week? A week? Rika wasted a week? Oh no, where's the prep? Dude, it's the final arc. We need a lot of prep time, and she wasted a week, bro. That's crazy. When I first transferred here, she was always hanging out with Satoko and teasing me, but at the same time, she always seemed worried about something. I don't know why, but one day she put a wall and distanced herself from us. Could I have done something to upset her? Okay, so this is weird. So is this like, how far back are they? Maybe because Hanyu disappeared, they went like farther back because she is more of her power. But it sounds like Rika. Did Rika like take over this Rika like when Teichi transferred? I don't know. I just wanted to see. Could I have done something to upset her? I considered that, but when I asked Mion, she said that probably wasn't the case. Besides, I'm not the only one she's been avoiding. Mion, Rena, even her housemate Satoko.
本当にどうしちゃったのかな、リカちゃん。
まあ、今年の風は立ち悪いって言うからね。
Summer colds, man. Summer colds actually suck. I've had them before. They suck more because it's like, you want to do shit in summer. On winter, like, who cares?
あんまり構いすぎて帰って無理させちゃかわいそうだしさ。
Mion said that, but everyone already knew. The reason Rita-chan isn't feeling well is because she has some kind of problem. And as much as I'd like to lend her my help, I can't do anything without knowing the true nature of her troubles.
で、今リカちゃまは？
Chama. She's just chilling at home?
さあ、カバンまだあるみたいだし、帰ってはいないと思うけど。あ、佐藤。
When she noticed Satoto sulking right next to her, Shion tried to call out to her. But Satoto, it's too hard, man. I'm too American pronunciation pilled. Satoto quickly raised her head with a cheerful smile on her face to shake off the hard feelings, and she spoke up.
まあ、そんなに心配することはございませんわ。昨日の夜だってちゃんと夕食を召し上がりましたし、きっとそろそろ風邪も治ることだと思いますのよ。さとこちゃん。
そっか。
The song.
サトコがそう言うなら間違いないよな。
The good feels, good vibes song.
よし、それなら風邪が治った時にはみんなで全開祝いやってやろうぜ。
だね。
だね。
その時はレナも思いっきり腕振るっちゃうから。
バババババ。
それじゃあおじさんも盛大に美味しいものを準備しておくよ。
おお、ミオンの盛大な料理。
Glorious cuisine. I like the Mion cooking respect, you know? When you think of good cooks, you think of Rena and maybe Rika. Put some respect on Mion too. She's a good cook.
もちろんサトコのはない。
What the?
俺が全部いただく。
圭一さんは進歩がありませんわ。極悪非道のシオンさんに鍛えられた私がそう簡単に勝利を譲ると思いまして？
誰が極悪ですか？
Honestly, wicked is a kind of a good descriptive for you. She's choking her? Save her?
痛い。げんこつで頭ぐれぐ
Is
れ
she
は
just
反則です
squeezing her head? Our rambunctious lunch break was filled with levity. Rita-chan, I don't know what's bothering you, but I'll be waiting until you decide to let me know. Really? I even have the chapter break there last time, man. You're just fucking up my video. It's gonna be tips, isn't it? He is tipsy. Don't be tips. Just move on. Yeah! Okay. Ooh! We're in the hospital, no? That's a sad song. My vibes are gone? I guess lunch will be over soon. I woke inside the nurse's office. Okay, we're just in school still. And muttered that to myself as I looked up at the clock on the wall. I was a bit disappointed by how little time had passed. Before now, there were times I got flustered by the rapid flow of time, but I had never felt wary of the sluggish flow. There was a faint odor of disinfected solution inside this white room, giving it a somewhat cold atmosphere. Some people would say they dislike this atmosphere, but I've been a research subject since my early childhood, so maybe I've gotten used to it. It's actually rather calming. My back and neck ached a little. I must have slept in an odd position.
あと
20 days? Dude, Rika is throwing. That's way more. I swear in Mayatashi. Wait, is it Mayatashi? No, not Mayatashi. Minagoroshi. Matsuri Bayashi. So many M words. She had like 7 days. No, she had like not a lot of time. I feel like she started way earlier this time. She's been wasting it. Gazing at the calendar on the wall, that was how long they had until the day of destiny. I had traveled a month back. Why so much longer than last time? And she wasted 10 days? Aya. I still don't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing. It's impossible to understand. Could have been prepping. Still, I've been rather pathetic. At least we still have, at least we have 20 days left. That's still nothing to scoff at. Idly wasting my time for the past 10 days. I have to make a move. I understand that. I have to think things through. I understand that as well. If things remain as they are now, that witch will get her hands on me, and things will end in the worst way possible. Still, I realize that, but... I squeezed at the comforter. The white, freshly laundered sheet cover quickly crumpled and soaked in the sweat from my palms. These weak arms are heavy. But that was all. I'm sorry, that was just not the time for that. But that was all. It had no answer for me. And the one person who would always reach out to me when I was feeling this troubled wasn't here. When that happened, first and foremost, I felt abject dread and indescribable loneliness. It was so unnatural. But despite that, I'm still surrounded by my lively, noisy friends. Anytime I walked around Hinamizawa or Okonomiya, all of the villagers will clap their hands together in praise and treat me kindly. It's true that I have no immediate family, but I never had any reason to feel alone. Nevertheless, even after living for hundreds or even thousands of years, this was the first time I felt truly alone. And as that pain stabbed at the depths of my heart, I closed myself off from the others, like I was running away. Hanyu! I don't know. I was trying to make a joke. I stopped myself. I suddenly spoke her name. Maybe she'll answer me. I was just playing around and trying to surprise you. Teehee. Just wasted 10 days of the loop this time. Teehee. Awoo. Suddenly appearing next to me and uttering some nonsense like that. No, maybe she was planning to do that, but she lost her chance thanks to some sort of trouble, and now she can't come out because she's afraid of making me angry. Whenever I noticed how weak I was for refusing to completely disregard that sort of explanation, it added to my self-loathing. It was a vicious cycle. Chia? I bet it's Chia. Shion?
失礼します。
Never mind.
リカちゃま、起きていたんですね。
The person who came barging into the room without waiting for a reply was Shion. She had a heavy box in hand, probably my lunch box.
具合はどうですか？あ、少しは顔色も良くなりましたね。
Meep?
まだ頭と体がだるいのです。
夏バテにしては時期外れですね。リカちゃまのお昼、ここに置いておきますから。リンゴとか果物のサラダとか、消化にいいもので揃えてきましたよ。
That's nice. Apples do help with digestion. Even though, I'll say it. Don't crucify me. Apples, definitely the most overrated fruit. I think it's mid. It's a hard mid. Mainly because when I'm eating a whole apple, you just don't get a lot. You just don't get the full thing unless you really carve that shit with your teeth. Pears are superior because they're generally softer and I can eat more and they taste better. But you know, apples are classic. Apple pie, also kind of mid, but better than apples. So that's higher in the pie tier list. Apples are good for cooking too. You can definitely cook some stuff up. While like pears, you can't really cook like the same stuff, like roasted apples. It doesn't really work with pears. Anyways, more food takes. Yeah, apples mid. I'm definitely more of a pear, banana sort of guy for like just common fruits, nothing too fancy. I like a good nectarine here and there though. But they are good for digestion. Just buy freaking probiotics though. That shit saved my life. It didn't save my life, but it does help a lot with digestion. Saddest Nipa. When I smiled, Shion smiled back. It's strange, since when was Shion such a caring person? Huh? Excuse me? It was it's a route called Minaguroshi, which you experienced last time, apparently. Though I started my suspicions, Shion sat the heavy box on the desk and then stopped beside me to put a hand on my forehead. It was cold, but it felt soft and comforting.
熱はないみたいですね。今日も夕食はそちらへお邪魔しようと思ってますけど、大丈夫ですか？
僕のことは気にしないでくださいなのです。来てくれないと聡子の個性的なご飯になってしまうので、ちょっとだけ大変なのです。
Alright, that was a good one. Classy.
それ聡子に言ったらきっと怒りますよ。
もちろん内緒なのです。もし言ったらお社様のたたりが C にやってくるのですよ。
怖い怖い。
Jinx it.
ミコのリカちゃまの言葉だと冗談に聞こえませんからね。
Shion faked a show of exaggerated surprise, but her eyes were still smiling. She was probably intending to just play along with my joke, but right now, that felt just a little unpleasant. No, that's not it. It was a little different. It was unpleasant because it felt like she was seeing through me. I had mentioned the name Oyasho-sama, the one who was no longer by my side, and it seemed like she was emphasizing that point. What am I thinking? Definitely overthinking it. Of course, Shion had no reason to pick up of any of that. At best, she would only recognize me as the village mascot, even though I was revered as the reincarnation of Oyasho-sama. Shion had been isolated from Hinamizawa for a long time. That's why up until now, she had a realistic view on the curse, even a bit of skepticism, with one particular exception, of course. Satoshi!
それじゃ私は帰りますね。
Save him! You think Satoshi's ever... I know he does wake up in, Spoiler! He does wake up in Sotsu at the end, but do you think he's gonna, like, pop up in any of the side routes? Or was that, like, the big Satoshi finale? I don't know, Satoshi is such a weird character. I honestly don't care for him that much, just because he doesn't really have that much impact on the story. Obviously, besides for Shion's character arc, but it'd be nice to see him pop up. We didn't even get to see, like, any interactions when Satoshi woke up at the end of Sotsu, man.
リカちゃまはどうしま
Man's
す？
been asleep for years. I mean, it's only been, like, a year, technically. Or, like, 2 years when he woke up. But still.
もし早退するなら車呼んでますので一緒にどうですか？
少し寝たら気分も良くなったのです。ご飯を食べたら頑張ってお昼の授業は出てみます。
What a good girl. No skipping class early.
そうですか。あんまり無理しちゃダメですよ。それじゃ。
C。
はい。
Just as Shion tried to make her way out with a smile on her face, I called out to stop her. When she turned and looked back, I started to feel a hint of regret, but I resolved myself to speak up anyway.
C はいつから聡子と仲良しなのですか？
She's prodding, she's getting some information about the fragment.
はい。
Sure enough, Shion absentmindedly stared straight ahead with her eyes open wide. After all, it was a pretty unusual question. I was starting to feel more and more regret for asking, but it was already telling, no, it's good to get the groundwork for the fragment, you know? Plan this shit out.
不思議なくらいの仲良しさんなのです。園崎の家と北条の家が険悪な関係だということは C も分かっているはずなのです。
Obviously, Shion doesn't care about that. It's more about her hating Satoko for Satoshi.
それを言ったらお姉だってそうじゃないですか。
Mm-hmm.
み
Hesitant Mipa. Come to think of it, that's true. What am I even asking? No, you gotta ask the other question. You know, Rika. Perhaps sensing my confusion, Shion looked at me and grinned.
そんなに変ですかね。私と聡子が仲良くしてたら
Oh, if only you could see yourself in Miotsukushi Shion.
あれひょっとしてリカちゃま嫉妬してます？私に取られたと思って。
さとこは僕の可愛い遊び相手なのです。シーにも渡さないのですよ。ミパー。
So many Rita noises. It's like they're making up for the last chapter break.
さとこを巡って
last
三角
chapter
関
break
係
without
成立
Rita.
ですか？なんか私たちのバッグにユリの花が見えますよ。
I do remember people getting mad. I think there was like an official confirmation that in the future Satoto, I don't know about Rita, I think Satoto gets like married to a guy. And I know because obviously Satoto and Rita are a very popular fan pairing for obvious reasons. But I think it is canon that they don't end up together. Which is fair. It's not like there was anything like really romantic. I personally like never really seen anything romantic between them. They're just like basically sisters, honestly. And obviously Rita has her like charm thing where she likes charming men with their cutesy stuff. So, but again, I don't like blame people for pairing them. They do. It's a very easy pairing. It's not like the whole Keiichi x Mion or Keiichi x Rena dilemma, which has been the eternal war going on forever. Though, in my headcanon, I'd like to think that Keiichi and Mion ended up together when they went to university because of that one line Rita said in Sotsu, where it's like, "Oh, I'm sure." I don't remember the exact line, but I remember inferring from that line that Mion and Keiichi were seeing each other, but that might just be Topium. Let me know if there's any official confirmation. Renafan Seed! No, I'm joking. They're all cool characters. It doesn't really matter. No, I wouldn't go that far. At any rate, I was glad the conversation had veered in another direction.
それに任されてますから。
Yep,
私
the root of it all.
さとこのこと。
サトシから。
Oh, Shion opened her eyes a little wider in surprise. I thought it was a mistake to mention his name. Oh, again, don't mention it around Maetashi, Shion. But Shion quickly shrugged her shoulders and flashed a playful smile. It was like she was saying, go ahead and laugh, but surprisingly enough, she had a strong will in her eyes.
まあ確かにサトシくんの一件があった直後はいろいろ複雑でしたよ。ひょっとしたらサトシくんがいなくなった原因の一つはサトコなんじゃないだろうかって。
Yeah, that was rough.
今なら笑っちゃうくらいの逆恨みをした時期も間違いなくありました。
I already know about all that. In one of the worlds I followed, it warped into intense murderous rage against the Sonozaki family and against Satoto. No flashbacks. I didn't believe Satoshi-kun would come back. I didn't believe Satoshi-kun was alive. I didn't think he was alive, so I thought he was dead. I believed in his death. I killed him inside myself. Remember that scene when Satoshi was in the moon, dude? Classic. Nobody else did. I did that. But Satoto believed until the very end. And she was rewarded in her final moments. Actually, a callback to it. Satoto wasn't here anymore. But I'm still here. Satoshi-kun was waiting for both Satoto and me. But to be reunited with Satoshi-kun, we had to keep our promises. Satoto's promise was to be strong. Satoto kept that promise until the bitter end. And Satoshi-kun embraced her. I mean, not really, because Satoshi's alive in a coma and Satoto was just dead. But maybe he's, you know, in heaven though. You know? Wishing all the best for Satoto in heaven when that happened. That scene was crazy. My promise was to take care of Satoto for Satoshi-kun. I never kept that promise from the beginning. Therefore, Satoshi-kun will never embrace me. Even if I were to rub Satoto's wound and ask if they hurt, that wouldn't mean anything. Yeah, after you fucking stab her a billion times. That is when I felt something behind me. It wasn't Satoshi-kun, or the thing that scared me before. I didn't know who it was, but it was right there, criticizing me for my mistakes. Then I finally realized it. That thing is me. I had always been there, standing behind myself and watching me break that promise. Satoshi-kun asked me to take care of Satoto, yet I didn't keep that promise. I had been watching that happen. I cried and gave up on myself. Wait, Satoshi-kun gave up on me, and I gave up on myself? What will happen to me now? Please don't leave me. If I give up on myself, what will happen to my body? It'll be all...
ね。だから導いてあげて。お守ってはず。
C?
Or maybe that wasn't from Mayatashi. Maybe that was a dilemma she had in this arc. Wait, no, Satoto... No, never mind. She was saying Satoto died. I thought she was just saying Satoto never gave up and still never gave up. So now never gave up, but no, she's literally saying that Satoto died. There's a flashback to Mayatashi.
ごめんなさい。
It's the Matsubashi thing where everyone had their flashbacks and they're like, oh shit, we fucked up, but now we're reformed.
で、さとことちょっと前に野球の試合が終わった後、ケイちゃんがきっかけで話をしたんです。で、
Aww.
ちょっと意地悪な気持ちで質問してみました。サトシくんが帰ってきたら、真っ先に何をしてあげます？
That's kind of fucked up, but okay.
その時にあの子、なんて答えたと思います？
Jesus. Kind of hard teasing.
さあ、
ごめんなさい。
True.
あの子、真剣な顔でそう言ったんです。
Base Satoto as per usual. Strongest mental in the verse. Non-ironically, even if you put in the... Actually, I don't know. I was gonna say even if you put in the Go and Sotsu factor, but is that really a strong mental? Probably not. Mion had the strongest mental in the verse, honestly. Actually, like non-ironically, and Sotsu and Go just buff that because of how base she was in her Hinamizawa syndrome form.
自分が甘え続けたせいで、サトシくんは出ていくことになってしまった。だからまず謝って、それから強くなった自分を見せるんだって。あの子、自分の罪をちゃんと理解していたんですね。
Shion smiled and shook her head as she said that. There wasn't even a speck of the intense hostility towards Satoto that I'd witnessed in the past.
サトコは強い子になろうとしています。
True.
それがあの子なりの約束で罪滅ぼしなんだって。
I think Teppe is gonna come back in this arc.
サトシくんが帰ってきた時にもう困らせたりしないように信じてるんですよ。それを守っていればいつかきっと帰ってきてくれるってね。
C?
サトコと私、立場は同じなんです。
You think some people... I don't know why never mind. It doesn't matter.
だから
Why am I
私
asking
も
these
約束を守
questions,
って
dude?
あの子の面倒を見続けようって。
I can't stress
So,
like how
maybe
happy I feel every time I read this arc. I know it's only been our third session, but I'm just like really hyped for some reason.
信じるのは難しい
It's
けど、
crazy right now.
信じなきゃ
Higurashi is
始まら
back,
ないって
baby! Not to disrespect the
誰か
other
が
arcs,
言
they've
っていた
been
気がし
really
ま
good
す。
too. The Hanyu arc was fire. Literally. Hinamizawa was literally on fire.
信頼に応えなきゃ奇跡を信じる資格なんてありませんからね。
She said the word?
資格ですか。
The M word? That simple utterance had a terribly heavy weight to it. Shion smiled and scratched her head as though she sensed something odd in my reaction.
なんて柄じゃないですね。お姉じゃあるまいし。
Stay in your lane, Shion.
まあ最近はサトコの反応とか仕草が小動物チックでいじめがいがあるというか、なんか可愛くなってきちゃってるんですけどね。
Teehee? Is she the sort of character to say that? She didn't say that. Still.
きっと実現すると思うのです。僕はシーとサトコの願いが本当になることを
It
祈っていま
does
す
happen
のです。
eventually. It does happen eventually.
それはお社様の巫女としてですか？
お社様は関係ないのです。でももし必要なら僕からお社様に
Imagine
お
if
願い
Hanyu
してあ
could
げ
help.
るのです
Nah.
よ。
Imagine if Hanyu could help the whole time for the Hinamizawa syndrome and she just never did. I was gonna say, technically she does. I mean, I guess. What happened to the supercomputer in Anidafuchi? I guess it just stopped working, right? Maybe it got rusty over the years. Maybe she forgot to use it because she got turned into a little kid.
それはどうも。でも神頼みじゃなく自分でも頑張るつもりですから。じゃ。
Bye bye. What a nice talk. After that last jab, Shion waved her hand and left the nurse's office. Such indifference. But only these days did I finally understand that Shion tries to act candid when her true feelings are close to showing. If you can't reciprocate their trust, you're not even qualified to believe in miracles, huh? For a while, I just sat in bed staring out the window while thinking over that conversation with Shion. I heard the delightful sounds of the bells ringing off in the distance. Afternoon class must be getting started. What's on the menu for class today?
今日は快速に
Oh
乗っ
no,
取
it's
り部員の諸君に
club!
是非を問いたい。
Oh, please do an actual club segment. I feel like it's been so long. I don't remember if you had any club segments in the first two console arts, because that's the only time they would have it. Please. The moment class ended, Mion turned her desk towards us like usual and began shouting in our direction.
我が部活も今や
Yo!
ひなみ沢はおろか、沖宮においてもその有名を轟かせることとなった。
It's back! The first CG ever in Higurashi. Yes, this is... You might not remember, but as a professional Higurashi gamer, this is actually the first CG you ever see in Higurashi. And you know what? We'll use that for our thumbnail. You can't use the same CG twice. I think this might actually be the third time, because I think I used it in watching Higurashi again, because they show it. It's been a while. Look how cute this is, man.
有名って悪名の間違いじゃないのか？
Where's Shion though? Should have put Shion in.
そこでだ。
Oh, actually, did she leave? I think she might have just left early, right?
今後我が部の活動範囲も広がり、そしてそれに伴い
Yeah, obviously she left early. She doesn't go to school for
戦
it,
力
man.
増強を行う必要がある。
She wouldn't stay for the classes.
そのためには
無視かよ。
Damn. Oh, I'm so ready,
新しく
please.
部員を入れようって話なの。
Yeah. Well, who was in the club in Go and Sotsu? I forgot. I think obviously Tomita Okamura. That might have been other characters. Literally no one else has a name, I think. Besides that one girl that apparently looks like the Sasonia main character. I saw those memes, okay? I know the deep lore.
レナ。
Don't worry, one day Sasonia will be on the table, guys. But yeah, I was right not to rush it because that shit's taking forever.
一番美味しいセリフを取っていくんじゃない。
Wait, did she give that whole long propaganda speech just to lead up to that? Just speak clearly, don't waste our time. Let me on cook!
でも確かに部員が増えるってのは面白いよな。
Who's in? Tomita or Okamura? Fuck it, bring Kameda here.
球技でも何でもゲームの面白さが広がって楽しくなるぜ。
レナは異議なし。どんな相手が来ても私の相手になれる人がいるとは考えられませんけどね。僕もサトコも賛成しますですよ。
There you are, Rita. The three of them, including Rita-chan, who came back after lunchtime, all agreed to Mion's proposition, And I, of course, welcomed it.
で、それはいいんだが、誰を入れるつもりなんだ？
There's not a lot of characters to pick from. No matter how much we wanted to recruit new members, we'd get nowhere if nobody applied. Plus, even if they wanted to join our club, they'd get nowhere with the skill and willpower of an ordinary person. True.
富田くん？それとも
Yeah.
岡村くん？
That's. I feel like that's literally the only choices.
あの二人だとしたら思いっきり参加条件を厳しく
What
して
the
や
heck?
りたいところですわ。
What's wrong with Tomita no Tamura? Tomita's down to be bit in the tofu shop world in a couple years, man. Still resentful. Oh, okay. Never mind. I forgot they kind of snaked Satoko. Fair enough. Still resentful about their betrayal in their earlier exchange with Shion, Satoko crossed her arms and stared daggers at Tomita-kun and Okamura-kun. When their eyes met, they shivered and held their hands together. Indeed, even if they did want to join the club, the entrance criteria would be strict, especially from Satoko. Oh, you know what? You know, if this was the normal Master Bayashi, this is where Hanyu would join the club, but since she's not there, we don't have a new member to join.
みんなの目の前にいるじゃん。
あ？
目の前？
We all looked around the classroom in response to Mion's declaration, but the entire class was still in the room, so I couldn't tell who she was referring to.
Huh?
Everyone is still here? It's a full class tryouts. Isn't that a little unusual? Usually most of the class is ready to head home shortly after school lets out, but they were all still here, expectantly looking in our direction.
まさか。
そう、その通り。我が部活への入部希望者は
Yeah.
このクラス全員
Class-wide tryouts. Let's go!
だ。お願いします。
That's what I like to see. Following Mion's lead, everyone in the class all around us began shouting their appeal.
すごい。私たちの部活ってこんなに皆さんから認知されておりましたのね。
They're pretty rambunctious. I'd be surprised if no one was like, what are those guys doing? It looks kinda crazy. Ren and Satoko were stunned by their enormous magnitude. Of course the same could be said about me.
この人数ならアメリカンフットボールだってできてしまえるのです。
So true, Rita. Wait, isn't that horribly physically demanding with these like little kids?
しかしすごい規模だな。ああ、もちろん OK だ。入部を認め。
The moment I tried to answer.
しかし、
Ah, you gotta test them.
我が部活には鉄の掟がある。
Put the pedal to the metal, you know?
入部を希望する者は私たちが用意する厳しい入部テストを突破しなければいけないのだ。はあ？
Ah, it's normal.
みーちゃん？
Even though they're like little kids. We were all surprised. Since when was that a rule? What do you mean? That was always a rule. Kichi had to go through the card game gauntlet, and then they voted him in off his performance. That's normal. No, I'm certain she just came up with that on the spot. What is this Mion slander?
さあ、
Some bullshit.
あんたたちにこの試練を乗り越える勇気と根性はあるか？はい。
Hi. Everyone in the class had huge smiles and nodded enthusiastically. As they gave an immediate answer. Once Mion saw that, she gave a satisfied nod and then made a proclamation.
では、明日新入部員テストを行う。
Ah, blue balling us.
種目は缶蹴りだ。
Ooh, a little can kicking. That's just... I don't know what that is. Is it just kicking a can to see how far it is? Or is it gonna be like actual like other mechanics in the game? Ah, they're ending it. That's fine. Next episode's gonna go crazy. I think we will just end here. I was willing to go longer, but like all the way until the chapter ended. But I think, you know, it's just so clean ending on chapter breaks. Can't really argue. Oh yeah, Nat's day. Oh, it's done to go crazy. Anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this episode. This was fun, you know? The Shion Rita talk, very fun, very good, very somber. I'm glad Rita's getting some motivation back, and Shion, you know, obviously the fact that she's already Satoto pilled means she's, you know, changed already. But it's the flashback thing was cool, and yeah, I'm excited to see if anyone can pass this rigorous testing. See if they're ready for the club. But yeah, thanks for watching as always. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. That's Higurashi. Not Thursday, because Welcome to Hinamizawa's kind of premiere. But next week should be fun. Bye.